Today I want to talk about staying firmly planted. Staying firmly planted, sometimes it can be hard when you have interferences because that's all life is. It's interferences that come to stray you off your path on following God so you can learn more about your soul and becoming the person you're supposed to be while you're here to elevate your soul. And being in the world that we live in, it's so easy to be distracted. Carnal nature, all the things that we probably shouldn't be indulging in. Well, actually, I don't want to say indulging in because I think life is a balancing act. You can't be good all the time. You can't be bad all the time. You have to have a balance. And that bad can't go to the extreme end. And that good don't need to go all the way to the extreme end. You have to have a balance because if you're just a person that's good all the time, people see that and they run over you because they know you're not going to be bad. They know you're not going to defend yourself. They know you're a pushover. If you're bad all the time, then you stay with the law. You stay in trouble. You stay locked away, having to pay whatever it is. You steady owing the devil a favor. How about that? And when you're good, when you're too good, if there's a such thing, well, there is a such thing as being too good, where you think you just better because it starts to make you think you better than everybody else, even though you are good to people. But people look at that and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna run over them because they ain't gonna do nothing wrong because they believe in God and this and that, you know." But God protected Himself. He wasn't no pushover. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have a balance. You know, in all things you have to have a balance. That's why there's a scale. That's why when you're here, you try to keep a balance in your life. It's not easy. That's why what you think is bad for somebody else, it may not be bad for them because it all depends upon how you think bad is. Because a person drinking, they drank in the Bible. They got drunk. You know what I mean? Did they do it every day? I don't know. But they surely did drink a lot because every meal they had wine, seemed like it. You know, but that's in the Bible because they always talk about drinking some wine, and alcohol is alcohol. So, but somehow they kept a balance, evidently, because, I mean, they don't condemn drinking wine. They celebrated it all the time. Jesus even made wine. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? But if you drink too much wine all the time, every day, all day, it's not a good thing, you know? And people, you know, I ain't saying that. I don't judge people for whatever it is that they do because it's not my place. I may have an opinion, but most of the time I don't even share that. If I have one, I keep it to myself because that's kind of like a judging thing. And I ask God for forgiveness if I do speak on something that I shouldn't, you know, automatically, because it's like I feel out of conscience, and He say, you know, you shouldn't do that or something, you know. So I ask for forgiveness at that time. And if it's something I may hurt somebody, I ask them as well. But, you know, I think that people don't realize, I'm getting off topic. My thing is staying firmly planted in God, even when things look like it's not working out, because we all have those days. I love God like I do, like I love God. But sometimes life get rough, and I have to remember, I know who got me, who my Father is, you know. But when I don't see things that are happening that I feel like should be happening, I have to stop and say, I know God brought me to it. He'll bring me through it. So I'm firmly planted in my faith of God. He takes care of me every day, regardless of what I see on my eyes or what I hear on my ears. I know that God got me, and everything works out for my highest good. Everything. what I perceive sometimes to be a hiccup or obstacle, I feel like it's the way that God is redirecting my path or showing me something that I need to see. Because I trust and I believe him that he ain't going to bring me nothing that I don't need. He ain't going to give me nothing that I can't handle because I'm his child and he know me because he made me. And that's how I look at the world. People probably say, what? I think people sometimes look at me like, why you think this? Or, and oh my God, it's just a trip that people get mad because you're happy. I be like, oh my God, why is people? Because I will be happy all day because I know that by me walking around and me talking and me breathing, shit, that's a blessing. Because I work in the medical field and I see people that ain't walking, that don't wake up the next day, that don't have family members to come visit them, that don't have nothing, you know? And so for me to just to be able to get up and breathe and look out and listen to the wind and hear the birds chirping, that's a present for me. So I stay firmly planted in God and my faith in him and know that everything works out. And everything happens for a reason. If we stay focused in that, stay planted firmly in that faith, knowing that everything happens for a reason. Don't think nothing is happening to you. It's happening for you. Stay in that mind frame and know that God got you because he is your father. And he's there to protect you and take care of you all the time. But you got to know that he is there. No, you don't physically see him, but you feel him every day. In whatever capacity that may be. Like I said, that could be the wind. You could hear the birds chirp. But all that's God. Because it wouldn't happen without him. You wouldn't be here without him. So trust him and know that he watches everything. Even when you think he's not watching, even when you think that somebody's doing you wrong, don't try to get back. Don't try to get them back. Just say, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. And put it in his hands and watch him do his work. Now, I ain't saying you let people hit you. No, or disrespect you. We don't do that around here. You got you. And because there's going to be a lot of people that don't like you, but who's for you will like you, you know. And your affinity should be to God. So therefore, whoever likes you, theirs is the same because what you are is what you attract. Look at your friends around you. What you are is what you attract. Look at who you're married to. What you are is what you attract. Look at the friends you keep in your business and whatever it is. Because who you are is who you attract. Keep in mind in that. Love God and let that love exude from you and watch what you attract. Now, that may mean you have to walk alone because a lot of people say they love God, but if they love God, they wouldn't treat people the way they do. The world is a mess. Keep yourself firmly planted in God's faith and know that he got you regardless of what the people around you say, what the people around you do. You stand 10 toes down with God. Stay planted. Stay firm in faith, knowing that he got you no matter what. No matter what these people say about you, no matter what they do, because people going to talk. Because just remember, this is what I used to always say. Because trust, from the time I can remember up until now, people have always said something, done something, came against me for no reason, seriously. And I don't know, but you know what I always said growing up? They talked about Jesus. They did Jesus dirty. All those parables in there because the stories in the Bible about what they did with Jesus, and Jesus was supposed to be the Messiah. You know? If they're going to do that to somebody who came to save them, what you think they would do to me, being that I love God and talk about God and then smiling all the time? Jesus in the Bible was just a person. He was a carpenter. He was a nobody, just like most people who are messengers of God are. You know, they try to live a humble, quiet life, but because of their faith, they're thrust most time in the spotlight. But they're firmly planted in God, so everything works out. Because the same way with this, I was gonna say the shepherd boy. That's David. But I was thinking about Joseph. You know, all of them, They all lived like meek lives, you know. They weren't trying to be in the spotlight, but God put them there. But they trusted God and they knew Him, and He knew them and took care of them. What they say, many are called, but the chosen are few. Stay firmly planted in God and let Him do His will in your life. Because we all have a purpose. But we got to stay focused and trust Him. God bless.